What's up, my brothers? Hope everyone's having a blessed day today. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Lonnie Spence Show. I'm your host, Lonnie Spence, giving you guys the most underrated base truth here on the YouTube streets. We're going to be talking about the silent battle that has been going on for centuries between the Molochians and the Luciferians. And we're going to be talking about how this developed, where we're at currently, and what is to come, as well as what to do about it. So no further ado, let's dive into it. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. YouTube is not going to be pushing out this video because we know who YouTube is run by. What we'll cover in today is the Molochian structure, the Luciferian structure, the US as a Luciferian nation, if you didn't already know that, the Great Reset, and how this conflict is going to play out in society and what you can do about it. Now you have to understand, we are currently living in the technological golden age. Now there's been other golden ages in the past, ages of enlightenment and advancement in humanity and the arts. However, we're in a new golden age. As it's obvious, there's social media platforms just booming everywhere in Silicon Valley. We're pushing humanity forward by visiting places like the moon. Now we're visiting Mars. Technology is continuing to expand and evolve as we become more enlightened as a human species. This is what the people at the top think, guys. So golden ages in the past were birthed from repression of freedoms and liberties. It's important to understand this. So who is Moloch? Okay, Moloch is described as a ruling deity of the era. Moloch is also described as Kronos to the Greeks, or Saturn. It is an energy that is dualistic. It's a black and white energy, black and white way of thinking. There's no nuance in between. It's you either think this one way that we've, from the top of the pyramid, told you to think, or complete annihilation, because you must think within this hierarchy pyramid of what is thought as enlightenment at the very top. It likes technology as long as the technology can be used as a means to control people into one way of thinking. It is invested heavily into the harm, the type of every Jepstein type of harm of children. It wants people sick, uneducated, and ignorant. And it offers two choices, as I talked about before, either total submission or total annihilation. There is no middle ground in between. You either conform or will be destroyed. And guys, we live in a Molochian society, whether you like it or not. We're going to talk about that. So Lucifer, on the other hand, is the opposite of Moloch. Through freedom, Lucifer gives us tools so we can become like God. But this leads to self-worship. Lucifer is also materialistic. Lucifer and Luciferian agenda emerges in the Enlightenment eras after Molochian oppression. We see this in the Renaissance era. It is non-dualistic, so it doesn't believe in just black and white ways of thinking. It believes in grayness in between the black and white, the different shades of that, and an openness as long as it's pushing forward human thought and humanism, which we'll get into, which is another form of Luciferianism. It's the worship of human form and accomplishments. The US is founded as a Luciferian nation. All right, guys, you guys probably already knew this, but yes, the United States is extremely Luciferian. Now I'm going to run you guys through a brief timeline of how in modern times we got to the Luciferian nation called the United States of America. So this all started with the Molochian structure, or the Vatican, that heavily repressed Christians or Protestants, people of other religious beliefs. Then came the Renaissance Enlightenment, which inspired Scottish Enlightenment. And from the Scottish Enlightenment came the Revolution, which was the previous NWO. Here we have Benjamin Franklin, one of the most highly enlightened humans of American history in terms of enlightenment goes. And then the creation of the Bill of Rights, as well as our other founding fathers. The Bill of Rights teaches freedom of movement based on achievements through class systems. Therefore, in a Luciferian system that we've set up here in this country, you have the ability to be born a quote-unquote peasant in the lower class, but through your expression of art and creativity and enlightenment through human thinking and human accomplishment and achievement, greater thinking, you can move up through the ranks to climb your way to the top of the upper class, but never to the very top where the string pullers are. But very close. They make you think you can reach the top, but you never can. The next thing you need to know is the Great Reset that's coming. So Molochians want total control and authority. We've talked about this. So a one world order under the Molochian structure is what people are pushing out, like Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates. We can go down the list, but it's better if we don't for my channel's sake. They want total control over everything we do in life, and they believe that they are the most enlightened thinkers of our time. Therefore, they should have some sort of say in what everyone does beneath them, because we are just peasants to them. Luciferians, on the other hand, want some aspects of Molochian New World Order, like surveillance, digital IDs, and central bank digital currencies. But they still want us to have the freedom to create and renovate things because they still believe in human freedoms of expression. But what we're beginning to see is the Molochian structures that once dominated society and ruled over us, they're beginning to crumble, and they're grasping at straws in order to keep their control and domination over us. We're seeing, the whole Jeffrey Epstein Island thing crumble and be exposed, the whole Wayfair situation with Child You Know What, as well as Balenciaga Child You Know What, Hunter Biden, the beer bug, and the, what I'm talking about, being exposed, and the elites trying to use that as methods of domination and submission over us. And I'm not exactly sure why the elites would release information like this, because now a lot of people are waking up and realizing, the rug has been pulled, and we're seeing the true Molochian dark structure of our society unraveling before our eyes. I have no idea why they're allowing all this to be released, but they're allowing it to happen for a reason. And I guess we'll see as years go on why this reason is. So what we must understand is this has been going on for centuries, guys, and it's going to continue to go on for centuries after this. This constant battle between the Molochians and the Luciferians, and then the Most High, obviously. But we're talking about what rules this earth, which is the Molochian and Luciferian agenda, the two powers that be that are constantly fighting each other. This is not going to go away, at least while we're still here on this planet. A new world order will be established no matter how we feel, but you just have to play your role and do not conform. Playing your role just looks like you have this information, but you're going to play dumb. You're going to act like you don't know any of this stuff and what's going on. And I'm telling you guys to do this in order for you to have your freedoms and liberties still without being targeted or, in the spotlight of the ruling powers that be. All right. But at the same time, don't conform to what they're pushing on us. Understand the role that you play in educating others and continuing to educate yourself so that you know what to avoid moving forward and how to best play your role so you can fit into the new world order that's coming. History is always going to have patterns and repeat itself, so it's best if you stay ahead of the curve and understand what's to come next based on your own historical research. Stay blessed. Hit that like button if you enjoy content like this. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and you want to see more videos like this. See you guys next time. I'm gone.